Okay, great. We are live. Nancy Swartz, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, my name is Johnna Bateman. I also go by Grace. You can call me either or. That's totally fine. Where are you today?
I'm in Belgium, Europe.
You're in Belgium, Europe. What time is it there?
Here it is 8 o'clock, 8 p.m.
Okay, 8 o'clock p.m. That's great. Let me go ahead
Yes,
and get this pinned to the top in the announcement section so people can easily find it. All right, great. So, how are you feeling today?
great, wonderful, thank you.
You're feeling great, wonderful. So, if
Absolutely.
you've seen any of our broadcasts, you would know that we always start with the current relationship status that you're
hmm
in. What is your current relationship status?
I feel happily married with
Okay, good.
for
Yeah.
26 years, but we're still
Okay.
not married. We're still planning on doing it. We
Oh.
asked each other 4 times. We had wedding dates, but for different reasons, we didn't get there yet.
Oh, that's why you said you feel like you're happily
Yes, yes,
married.
yes.
So
It
you've just
feels the
been
same.
together like a common law marriage or
Yes,
something.
yes, yes. We have 2 children, so everything is arranged. But
Oh,
just
okay.
the official marriage
The
hasn't.
official. So
Yes.
what stops you all from making it official? You said
Um.
you've tried four
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. We did it, but finally we said, well, it's okay like this. So
Okay.
what will change? Yeah.
Okay, right. So you don't really want to make it official.
Yes, we do, but we don't know when yet. Might be next year. It might be.
Okay. Did you
Yeah.
have any prior relationships to this?
Yes, the one prior to Peter. So he was my very, very best friend. Like you really have a best BFF girlfriend
Uh-huh.
to
Okay.
whom you
Okay.
talk hours on the phone. It was him, and
Okay.
he immediately had a crush on me when he came to the same school as me at 14 years old. But I still had to lose my my hairs as
Yeah, to
a.
lose your hair. He
In,
stressed you out.
so he was my best friend, and I always thought there was some always special chemistry between us. But
Hmm.
I didn't believe in marriage nor in children because I saw too much my parents and
Yeah.
everything. So I thought, no, I want to travel the world and have fun. But finally, I got in a relationship of 4 years with a very narcissistic one.
Okay.
And the very beautiful thing, it was really hard, but Peter was the only one I could talk to as a male friend. And he stayed my best friend during these 4 years. And the
But
best thing about,
before I get
yeah,
confused, are you saying your best friend who you ended up dating, he was narcissistic?
no, no, no. My best friend is Peter, with who I am now for 26 years.
Oh,
And
okay, gotcha.
prior to my relationship with Peter, I was in another relationship with a narcissistic one.
Hmm.
And I was planning our marriage.
Oh,
On
you all were
oh
married.
no, I was planning the marriage with the
Okay.
narcissistic one.
Hmm.
And after 4 years of being very unhappy, I had this vivid dream, like a vision, that
Hmm.
we were uh, in the church with my beautiful white dress, and I
Hmm.
was in front of the church, and I looked behind, and there was Peter, my best friend, and I
Hmm.
saw him nodding no. So I woke up from this dream, and I thought, I can't marry him. And so
Right.
after 2 months, I really had the courage to stop and to get out of that toxic relationship. And
Hmm.
then Peter was there to pick me up for everything that was left of me, with no self
Okay.
doubt, nothing at all. So
Yeah. How old were you in this narcissistic relationship?
it's lasted from 19 to 23, almost 24.
Okay, so you were young, pretty
Yes,
young.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, and you
2 years.
didn't have any children from him, right?
No, 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 fortunately not.
Okay. Do you
No.
know anything that's going on in his life now, or just
The last thing I heard is that he's married and has 3 children. Yeah,
okay? Okay. So you
yeah,
all just totally went your separate ways, and
absolutely.
okay. So concerning your current children, how old are they?
Tim is 17 and Jan 16, 11
Okay.
months
So
of
okay. Oh,
difference.
they're 11 months apart. So you just
Yeah,
had them back to back. Yeah. And so it's
yeah.
a girl. It's a girl and a boy, correct?
No, 2 boys.
Okay, two boys. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, and in this 26 year common marriage or common
Mm-hmm.
law marriage sounds like,
Yes.
What was one of the most trying times that you had to overcome?
Well, it definitely was getting pregnant.
Oh,
Because
really?
it didn't go from the very beginning. So finally, I decided that I wanted children.
Mhm.
My husband wanted earlier than I, but I had a career in sales and everything, so I worked lots of hours, and I didn't feel like motherhood would suit me. So
Mhm.
finally, I did, and then it just wouldn't work out, and we had to try 2.5 years. And
Mhm.
then I made a promotion, and we said, "Okay, no children then. Let's
Mhm.
live our lives without." And next month, I
Mhm.
was pregnant. So
Oh,
it's all
okay.
in the mindset.
It's all in the mindset. And how
Yeah,
old were
yeah.
you when you got pregnant?
And 33.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
you were trying around maybe 30 years old.
Yes.
Okay, and then just got pregnant around 33. How old were you when you had your second one?
1 year later, so
Oh
11 months.
yeah, that is what you said. 11
Yeah,
months. How
it went really quick without knowing it. It really was a surprise. We wanted to.
right.
Um,
Right. Okay, so you just wanted to.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
we wanted
so
to.
how did that, as you being a career woman in sales, how did
Hmm.
that impact you when you had your two children?
It was a huge impact because,
Mhm.
but fortunately, my husband, now I can say fortunately, but at the time it wasn't that fortunate. He lost his job just before having the first child,
Mhm.
and we had to move. We rented a home, and the owner came to live in his own house, so we had to move. I was three weeks before I had to give birth, and
Wow.
he lost his job, my husband, and
Mhm.
my his father got cancer, so it was all together.
Mhm.
Um, and then yeah, we moved, and he stayed at home because I
Good.
I had a cesarean, and when I
Okay.
went for a checkup for the cesarean,
Mhm.
the doctor said congratulations because number two was there, and we looked what?
Hold on.
So I
I'm
said to him,
confused. Let
yeah.
hold on. You
So
had to
I
get a C-section with the first one, right?
yes,
And
and
then when you
so
were having a C-section, you was pregnant again? I'm confused. Hold
no,
on.
I had one, and then you have to recover from the cesarean.
Mhm.
And so after, I don't know, yeah, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I went control, and he said,
Wow.
congratulations. And we said, what? So
Oh
complete.
my
So it
gosh.
really was copy paste.
Oh my
We knew we
gosh.
wanted to, but it wasn't planned so that fast. But
Yeah, it
okay.
wasn't.
And so we decided that my husband wouldn't go back to go to work
Mhm.
because with two children, he would just go to work to pay the crash. How do you say it? The um,
Just to eat, just to
no, a place where you bring your children when you go to work before they go to
oh,
school.
daycare. He'll just be going
Daycare,
to work just to
daycare.
pay for daycare.
Yeah,
When he
absolutely.
could just be home taking care of the
Yeah,
kids.
and he's so loving, and his children are
Uh-huh.
everything for him. So he stayed at home 2.5 years
Right.
to take care of them.
Right.
Because as a
So,
salesperson, I couldn't go half time or whatever, so that wasn't possible. But he did
uh-huh.
that. He did it great, and they're still having a wonderful relationship because these
Oh,
first years are very important for a child.
right. So, I would like for you to tell me about this miracle mindset. How did you get into that?
Well, I worked for 23 years in the. I don't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Say that again.
so I worked for 23 years as a sales, and finally got a huge burnout. And
Mhm.
during my
You said
13,
22 years.
23 years, yes, as a sales,
Mhm.
so giving everything, and finally I got a huge burnout, and I stayed at home for 13 months. And in these 13 months, I really started to um, work on personal development. What do I want? What do I want to change?
Mhm.
And I took a lot of courses, Louisa Hay teacher, and all of these things to learn to love yourself and all of that.
Mhm.
And after my recovery, I got fired together with 8 other people due
You
to
said you got hired
fired,
or fired?
fired
Okay.
together with, so 8 people were fired at that time. And as I was 13 months sick, well, I was the one. And that was the biggest
You
gift.
said 13 or 30 months sick.
13 months.
Sick?
So a year, yeah, burnout. So it was really,
Okay.
I waited too
Gotcha.
long to take care of myself.
Oh
And
yeah.
in the midst of all these courses, and so I knew when I got fired, I really knew that there was another purpose for me. So I wanted
Mhm.
to make my dream come true, and that is working as a coach, teaching um, teenagers and young adults, and
Okay.
also children at school. So
Okay.
I took a lot of courses, and
Mhm.
in one of them, so all is about the miracle mindset. That you know that
Mhm.
you love yourself, you're good the way you are,
Mhm.
no matter appearance or whatever. And
Mhm.
that's what I teach. So I made the miracle um, workshops, and I
Mhm.
go to schools to teach children to love
Okay.
themselves, to be
Wow.
yeah, to be self-aware, to know that they are really great just the way they are, and about bullying as well. So it's
Oh
interactive.
wow.
We play games, and the children.
I like that.
Yeah, and the bullies, they really see, they're confronted, but playing games, suddenly they are confronted with what they do to the others. And once you
Yes.
are bullied, they have the time to really speak out and say how they feel. And after
Right.
these workshops, you really see that there are new friends, and the teachers as well that
Right.
say that it's marvelous. So that's my dream come true.
Right. So, when you speak with the bullies,
Hmm.
what is their reasoning for bullying people?
Lots of times, 8 times out of 10, they are bullied themselves by
Really?
a bigger brother, or they are don't feel there's always something, because at the end of the day, they have the time to talk to me in private, so one on one. And always they have something in their backpack, or they don't feel appreciated, not enough loved. And that's their way to get attention. So getting
Oh
attention
yeah.
can be in a good way, but also in a
Mhm.
negative way. And
Mhm.
oftentimes they are bullied by a bigger brother, or someone who did
Mhm.
something, and they feel they don't have a good self worth
Image.
image of
Yeah.
themselves. And so they rather go and bully others to get the attention, to feel, I'm the man. Um,
Right.
and lots of times they really say that they do it themselves because
Mhm.
they are afraid of getting bullied.
Really?
Yeah, and that's really stunning that you see that they say, now I know what I do to them. Um, and yeah, after the workshop, the teachers really give me the feedback that they change.
Okay. And
That is
so
nice.
often with these bullies, do their parents know that they're bullies?
Well, I give the feedback, always give feedback to the teacher, and the teacher will then talk to the parents. And
Okay.
oftentimes they know it, but they say, I don't know what to do with him, or he's just a pain in the ass. Yeah,
Mm.
lots of times.
Oh, they don't
Um,
know what to do with him until he gets into
mhm,
real trouble.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So, how did you even start getting into schools? That seems very different.
Well, because I lost my brother when I was 14. He died in our bathroom with CO
Wow.
poisoning, and it was
With
really hard. My
poisoning?
CO poisoning, gas that
Oh.
escaped in the bathroom. So
Oh. Okay.
and my parents were divorced, and lots of things happened. And so when I was a teenager, I really had this very difficult time because I had difficulties with losing my brother, and I felt that it was my fault because the day of his death, I came home on my bike and I rang the doorbell, and he didn't open, so he must have been home. So I got back on my bike, having the key in my pocket, and a few seconds later, I thought, he has to be home. Turn around. This little voice. I know now it's the sixth, so it's your sixth sense or intuition. But I didn't listen, and I still continued to meet my parents in a cafe like they always did.
Mm-hmm.
1 hour later, my stepbrother came in the cafe. He said, "You are here? Who's in the bathroom?" And immediately we came home. There was an ambulance and everything, but it was too late. He was dead. And so from that time, it's a trauma, losing someone. But I
How
thought,
old was he?
he was 19 and I was 15. And
Wow.
immediately I felt this feeling, oh, it's my fault. I had to go in to talk to him. I might have saved him, this idea
Mm-hmm.
as a 14-year, 15-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And I never used, so I always had this feeling of yeah, that it was my fault. And then It was very difficult being a teenager, and now I know I want to be that person for the teenagers that I needed at
Mhm.
the moment. Just the
Yeah.
person who says, I see you, I hear you, and I believe in you. Just
Mhm.
someone to talk to.
Mhm.
And that's the role I want to play for these children. And
Right.
yeah, where are they? Well, in schools. So that's why I go to schools
Right.
and give this
Right.
program. Yeah.
That's really good. I really like that. So where did the miracle work? Because I think I kind of missed that. The miracle word. Where did
Yeah,
that word
the
come from?
miracle came. That's such a nice story. In my just before my burnout, I saw a little video from a man, John Hinwood from Australia,
Mhm.
apparently afterwards, and he held this little card, "Expect a miracle," and he told a story about that he gives this card everywhere he goes around the world. And one day he met at the airport at 2 a.m. in the morning. There was just one restaurant open, and
Mhm.
this lady, because she looked very, very sad, and he gave her this card, said, "Expect a miracle. Whatever your life is now, whatever trouble you have, know that you are worth that miracles happen and that everything can be better." She went to the kitchen, the three cooks came out, they got a card as well. So there was some energy, positive energy. They were so laughing and grateful. So behind the man was another man. He said, "What are you doing to make these people so happy?" I said, "You, just a card." They ate
Mhm.
together, these two men, and they left home. 2 days later, the man of the card received an email from the businessman
Mhm.
with whom he had dinner, and he said, "Thank you for saving my life, because I was on my way home to commit suicide. Because my
Wow.
wife left me after 40 years of marriage, and he
Mhm.
really wanted to commit suicide. And when I saw you giving a little card and giving these people hope and joy, I thought, I'm not going to commit suicide." And one
That's
year
really
after,
good.
yeah, one year after, he was happily married again. So I thought,
Good.
wow, I want to meet this man. I want to have his card. So I started Googling him. I couldn't find him. And then a couple of months later, I wanted to start writing a book. And I thought everything changed in my life. So I made my own miracle cards and I started
Mhm.
giving them out to my
That's really
class.
good.
And every time I'm in the classroom and I tell the story, all the children come, "Can I have a card for my mom, for my sister?"
Yeah,
So,
I like
so it
that.
really is, it's a free energy, just giving people hope and
Yeah.
something to carry in their wallet. And
Mhm.
so one day I checked again and I found him, John Hinwood in Australia. And we connected and he said, "Please, please continue my work on the other side of the world." So he's from Australia and I'm in Belgium. And so he sent me the official, um, yeah, you see this official one from his cards. And
Mhm.
he asked me to continue his work all over the place. So everyone
Wow.
I meet gets his card. And that's why I changed my the workshops I give in schools to the miracle box, and everything is
Mhm.
miracle now. So
Wow.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean, I
great.
really like that. I love the idea of just giving hope. You don't know what anyone is going through. A lot of us are
Absolutely.
going through things that we don't want to tell anyone about.
We don't show
And
it.
a lot of people won't tell anyone about, but that
Hmm.
just one word, expect a miracle, giving people hope. I
Yeah,
really love that. And Nancy, thank you so much for sharing your story today.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, your experience, your common law marriage. Uh I love that you have created a family regardless of you know,
Hmm.
it being official or not, whatever word you want it to use.
Yeah.
Is there any words that you want to leave with us before we leave today?
Um, yes, that you really have to know who you are, what is your why, and do you want your legacy to be? Who do you want to serve in life? Because
Right.
service to others. And yeah, another miracle just happened this week. I was asked to become, so I'm a One Life Fully Lived guide as well. So
You
that's
said
a
you're a what now?
One Life Fully Lived. It's an organization in the US
Okay.
who, with a roadmap, they learn people who are struggling financially or whatever in
Hmm.
relationship to
Hmm.
give them a new life. And
Oh wow.
I asked to translate the guide, so the roadmap, to give it to you in Belgium, and now they
Yeah.
proposed me to do it in all of Europe. So
Oh
dreams do come
yeah.
true.
You did say that you can speak 5 different languages.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
That is
That's
so
why.
great. How did you learn how
Yeah,
to do that?
the languages.
Yeah.
Well, here in Belgium, we speak Dutch, so that's a language you can only speak in Belgium and in the Netherlands. So you have to study. So I went to school in the
Okay.
French-speaking part. I had family in Spain, so I really loved Spanish, and then German and um, German, French, yeah, Dutch. I then learned it at school. I really love languages, and
Wow, I
yeah,
love that about you.
that's
And
that's
thank you so
passion.
much. Where can people find you at? If you want to put that in the comments, but you can go
Yeah,
ahead
of
and
course.
say that right now.
So on Facebook, I am just Nancy Swechts. In English, it's Nancy Swechts International that I'm starting now, and for One Life Fully Lived, it's really for everyone free to um, uh, yeah.
Okay, so you went ahead and put it down there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much,
Thank
Nancy, and for
you.
yes, and everyone who watch or will watch the replay. You know how to find Nancy Swartz on Facebook. And we will talk to you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Lots of success.